Hello. Welcome to the fourth part of the solo max level newbie. A special thanks to my Patreon for supporting me. And if you want to support, you can join my Patreon for as low as $1. Thank you very much. Let's begin. At the beginning of this part we see that a lot flying monster comes toward Jinhyuk to attack. Jinhyuk says, "Get me near its head." Jinhyuk brings out twin dragon sword and cuts down all the monster. Sungyun says to the 9th floor boss, "You brought all these down from the 9th floor." Jinhyuk says, "There sure are a lot of them." Jinhyuk uses daylight skill. Jinhyuk says, "I'm sure it won't be a problem for you even if I decrease your number a bit, right?" Junhyuk uses red magic bullet. The boss monster uses lightning armor. System says, rapidly increases defense power by wrapping the body in lightning. Jinhyuk kills a bunch of them and says, "I did it." Goguma says, "Tweet." Jinhyuk says, "Right. I shouldn't jinx it." She activates lightning strike. Jinhyuk dodges all the lightning strikes. Boss says, "Damn it. Get hit for once." Lizard Man says, "The other leaders are also unable to approach unknown." He thinks, this is our military headquarters, but the enemy's morale won't go down at all. No. We overpower them in numbers, so if we just endure. She sees Melina protecting the item and says, "That item." System says, "Synthesis complete. String that connects faith has been completed." String that connects faith is reacting with boundary bending mirror. Melina says, "I survived this time too." System says, "Those who have responded to the calling of the user with string that connects faith is being summoned. This item can only be used on targets of a different species." Lizard King says, "No way. There's no way a species that would react to the call of a human exists in the tower." System says, "Connecting to the floor that responded to the call." Frost Blade Tribe's chief, Kalakal, says, responding to the call. Jinhyuk says, "Kalakal, thanks for coming. 3 months of magic crystal payment are forgiven." Kalakal says, "Nice." Kalakal blows the horn. They starts to attack, and says, "For the glory of the Frost Blade Tribe." Lizard King says, "Why are the ice trolls siding with the humans?" Troll King starts to beat Lizard King. Troll King says, "There is no warrior who would reject the calling of their savior." The other boss sees that and thinks, "Impossible." Black Fang is being beat up by ninjas. 9th floor boss sees that and thinks, the tables were turned in that short of a time period. Jinhyuk says, "Everyone's keeping themselves busy. Are you just gonna stand there and watch?" Jinhyuk says, "Let's get started." Boss monster says, "Do you really think that you can win against me one-on-one?" She uses activating lightning armor. A lightning type defense barrier is being formed. Jinhyuk uses mandala. System says, allows the user to predict the trajectory of the target. She activates lightning whip. Jinhyuk easily blocks the attack. She thinks, "Shit, he predicted my attack's trajectory and deflected it with just his bare hand. Was he hiding his real powers?" Jinhyuk activates. Sword Demon King steps, touches her. Jinhyuk says, "This is your end." She says, "Wait, I have something to say." Jinhyuk uses activating Dark Heavenly Demon Emperor arts. Punishing circle piercing technique. Junhyuk her really hard. She goes flying. Troll King has also defeated Lizard King. Black Fang says, "Fall back." Melina says, "Damn, it's finally over." Ninja says, "The spirits are taking care of the remaining enemies." My liege, congratulations on clearing the 8th floor. He level ups 3 times. Jinhyuk thinks, "I feel like I'm missing something." Boss monster says, "Now that I've taken you attack, I'm certain of one thing. Your level is nowhere near his." A barrier appears which stops time, and only Jinhyuk is able to move. He thinks, "Damn it, I thought I had prepared enough. But you're here." A really strong looking demon appears in front of Jinhyuk. After that we see an hour ago. Jinhyuk asks Melina, "Wait." Jinhyuk says, "I get that you guys detected a double impact. It happens when invading a different floor. But," Jinhyuk says, "I wonder why. You're not telling me the reason you're looking into the double impact." Jinhyuk activates Brand of Tribulation. Melina says, "It was the higher-ups. They said that if I chase the double impact, I'd be able to come across a very special someone." A special someone. Jinhyuk thinks, "Damn it, I thought I had prepared enough. I'm the one that ended up coming across this special someone." Demon says, "It's you." The one who interfered without playing. Demon removes Jinhyuk's mask. Demon says, I was wondering how you were holding it together in my mind realm. We see that Alice is hardly protecting him. Demon says, but some being is working really hard to protect you. I don't know who it is, but the efforts are commendable. You're gonna die soon anyway, though. Jinhyuk tries to activate's Eye of Gluttony. System says, cannot be activated due to the large gap in level between the user and the opponent. Jinhyuk thinks, please, even just one useful piece of information. He tries again and again. Luck gets activated. System says, only a part of the information can be unlocked because of the opponent's level. Jinhyuk says, Ma. Demon asks what? Jinhyuk says, Machedroth. The one who consumes death. Demon is really surprised. Jinhyuk says, I've been waiting for you. Jinhyuk says, the opponent is being freed from Mind Realm. Demon says, you, how do you know my real name? A window appears saying, name Machedroth. The one who consumes death. All the other information cannot be seen. Another window appears saying, description. Machedroth is an aristocrat in the position of a count. He ranks 26th among the demons and can cast very advanced magic spells. The demon realm is currently rampant with war over the rankings. Jinhyuk sees that and thinks, seems like Alice passed out trying to resist the barrier. All my teammates are frozen. Even Goguma and the spirits. The likelihood of me winning against this demon in a face-to-face fight. 0%. Demon says, answer me, human. Jinhyuk thinks, then the only method I have left. Jinhyuk says, I'm a dark disciple of the Rotting Heart. Varial, one of the demon realm's demon kings. Machedroth says, what? Dark disciple. Jinhyuk says, are you aware of the human organization called the Demonic Human Association which worships demons? I worked with the demonic human over there to find you. As you're well aware, Demon King Varial is not interested in the rankings of the demon realm. He only does what interests him. At first, I only wanted to become a dark disciple. But I learned a lot more about myself as I continued to serve His Majesty. That I'm a bit more of an ambitious person. Machedroth says, ambitious. Jinhyuk says, yes. I want to serve another demon king. Machedroth says, considering what you know about me, and the faint demon chi, you must be a dark disciple. Machedroth activates Black Bullet, and says, but do you have that much value? You better be worth quite a lot. For me to overlook that fact that you interrupted my plans. Then prove it. Your value. Jinhyuk smiles and says, of course. Jinhyuk activates Sun's sacred grounds. Machedroth thinks my mind realm is being covered with another. Machedroth is really surprised and thinks, this is. After that we see, ancient Egyptian god Osiris, says, isn't there anything fun going on? I'm so damn bored. Osiris feels something, and says, what? Who's using my skills without my permission? Machedroth is standing on the sun's sacred grounds. He thinks, it's not perfect. But this is definitely the power of an Egyptian god. Jinhyuk says, what do you think? About my ambitions. I've even walked into the territory of gods. Machedroth smiles and says, you sure are an interesting human. System says, undoing mind realm. They all starts to move and Melina says, what? I just felt something strange. Jack and his team is passed out. Melina says, why are those guys passed out? Woolyoung thinks, I feel like I've been exposed to very strong demon chi. But if the liege is okay. Jinhyuk is holding an item. Demon says to him take this. Demon gives rupture key to Jinhyuk. And says, you'll need it to undo the contract with a demon. Find a rupture that appears in the tower and use that key to enter. I'm sure you won't have a hard time finding a rupture. I met a few dark disciples. But you're the most interesting and bold one. I can't help but admit that Varial has quite a good taste in disciples. Jinhyuk thinks, he's met a few dark disciples. Does that mean there are already players who have become dark disciples? Alice says, contractor, are you okay? Jinhyuk says, yeah, thanks to you. Alice says, that bastard was a high-ranking demon that uses really advanced magic. I can count on one hand how many times I've experienced time-stopping magic. Are you sure it'll be okay to lie to someone like that? Jinhyuk says, it's okay, Alice. Don't worry too much. I have a plan. Jinhyuk touches a crystal and System says, you have cleared the 8th floor. You have defeated the 9th floor's boss monster, Atasha. You have cleared the 9th floor. Ninja says, my liege, congratulations once again. What will you do now? Jinhyuk levels up 3 times. He says, I'm gonna complain. Jinhyuk goes the great magic library. Say to Rick with very angry look on his face that, why don't we talk? Dear great manager, Rick Hennessy. Rick says, the barrier for stopping the intervention of a higher being. It was definitely completed without any problems. But for some reason, while I was gone, a hole appeared in the barrier. Rick says, you're expecting me to believe that a hole formed in a barrier made by an intermediate manager. And what kind of new and original excuse is you not being here when it happened? That day Muram ambushed the Empire. As the intermediate manager, I had no choice but to go to the scene. Jinhyuk thinks, Muram is at war with the Empire. Their forces must be much weaker now because of the coin penalty. How did they? I guess I can't use this as an excuse to nullify the contract with you. Rick says, then, as expression of apology, I'll let you purchase one of my items. As you, the items I have are a collection of very rare things. Just getting the opportunity to purchase these items is an incredible reward. Jinhyuk sees him and thinks, look at him, he's trying so hard to sell me stuff. Jinhyuk says, I assume the currency is still the scales of an ancient species. Jinhyuk takes out the dragon. Rick sees him and gets really happy and says, look at those shiny scales. I cannot say no to an ancient species. Jinhyuk says, then let's trade one scale for a rupture compass. What do you think? It's pretty similar to the original promise, no? One scale for a rupture compass. Rick says, the ancient dragon you have there isn't even fully mature yet. And we don't know his name, so I don't think I can really settle with just one scale. Rupture compass. I'm so low on stock too. What will I live off of if I give it away like that? I'm not made of money, you know. Rick activates bargain. Rick says, so, I'll sell it for 10 scales and a week's rent of the ancient species. A special deal for you. It's basically a loss for me, it's a charity at this rate. Jinhyuk thinks, this bastard is infamous for driving hard bargains for everything and anything. The infamous Great Merchant Organization's master. Jinhyuk says, never mind. Rick is surprised and says, what do you mean? You don't need the compass. I was gonna be nice, but you want to knock down the price like that. I think it'd be better to talk to Hastings. From what I know, going against the contract with a manager is a pretty heavy crime. First, it was a lower floor manager, and now it's the intermediate floor manager. I'm sure the high floor manager will be real happy to hear about this. Rick says, Kong Jinhyuk. Wait, alright, I'll give it to you for one scale. Are you satisfied? Jinhyuk gives an evil smile. Jinhyuk says, then I'll take just one scale, Goguma. It'll sting just a little bit. Goguma starts to cry. Jinhyuk says, no, Goguma. Don't make that face. He make really cute face. They are not able to handle cuteness. Jinhyuk says, I can't do this. Rick says, I'll just receive the payment later. Goguma gets really happy. Jinhyuk gets the rupture compass. System says, an item that points towards a rupture in the tower. Jinhyuk says, nice deal. Rick says, anyway, please keep what happened a secret from Hastings. Jinhyuk stops and says, and one more thing. A lower floor manager called Carmen keeps intervening in the tower matters. I hope he'll be punished accordingly. Rick says, Carmen, don't worry about him. I'll make sure he'll never even show his face again. Carmen says, please spare me. I made a mistake. If you spare me, I will make up for this mistake. Please have mercy. Someone is mixing sugar in tea and says, a mistake. I merged the 8th and 9th floors so that you couldn't fail. A high-ranked demon was there too. I went to such lengths, yet you call you failure a mistake. That's called incompetence. They attack Carmen and Carmen says, please just give me one more chance. Please don't kill me, Sir Hastings. It's the goblin managers. That is punishing Carmen. Hastings says, why am I only surrounded by idiots? Don't be too concerned, please. I'll make sure no one can approach the sanctuary. Some give an really evil smile. Jinhyuk says, the next day, a video was uploaded to the Hall of Fame. This video was edited by a manager. Comments are going nuts. They says, it's unknown. I want to see the original. I've never seen a player clear 2 floors at once. That's what martial arts is. I wonder who'll win if Unknown goes up against Kong Jinhyuk. Jinhyuk says, the more famous Unknown became, the more a certain question was asked. Someone says, objectively speaking, Unknown would win. They says, bullshit. Kong Jinhyuk would win 100%. I don't know, but I don't think AC we'll ever see them fight anyway. What are you talking about? Unknown would win, of course. Unknown was top tier ever since the Hall of the Depraved. He's just built different. We see at the Hall of Depraved. Jinhyuk is now level 74. He thinks, I leveled up 7 times at once, not bad. Jinhyuk says, you're back. What's with you face? Did things not go well? She brings out Porwait's necklace. And says, no, it did, but he's not listening. I think he's satisfied with something. We see 15 minutes earlier. So that's where you were. She activates Blood Road. And says my loyal servant. Awaken. He awak and says, nice to see you, Bellis. She says, will you serve me this time too? Bellis says, Miss Alice. Yes, of course. I, Bellis, am willing to serve you forever. Bellis gets really angry and says, I cannot accept this. Miss Alice, the noble aristocrat of the night, is contracted with something like you. I cannot accept it. Just kill me instead. Kill me. We see Jinhyuk gets back to his house. Alice says, to think I'd see that again. Jinhyuk is spinning. The necklace really fist. Alice says how terrifying. The 4th part of the solo max level newbie ends here. Please subscribe and like. And if you want me support financially you can join my Patreon only for $1. Patreon and Discord links are in the description if you want support me. And a special thanks to all my Patreons for supporting me. Thanks for watching.